let's click the file and press new, and we put a new file 851 by 315, and we open the new document, and let's bring from our image folder this background image. Let's convert it to the smart object, and let's bring this image to our document, and let's resize it by pressing Ctrl or Command T from the keyboard, and press Alt and Shift key together in order to resize it proportionally. And let's resize this background image to our Facebook cover image document, and drag from the another side from the top bar, and from the bottom side, and press OK in order to accept it. And let's bring a guideline from the top bar and snap it in the middle, and another one from the left hand side and snap it in the middle side. And let's select the shape toolbar from the rectangular toolbar and select the heart shape. Select the heart shape from this shape toolbar, and let's drag a heart shape in our new document and leave it. Let's go to the toolbar and select the border to 5 pixel, and let's move it to little bit left hand side, and let's make another copy by pressing Alt or Option key and drag a copy. Let's put the heart shape, the left side one, little bit in left hand side, and let's make the color of our heart shape border to a new gradient, a red white red gradient. Let's select another gradient. Okay, this dark and white shade of this red color, and let's select our another heart shape and give it also the same shape, same gradient color. And let's select this shape, this sun shape from the shape toolbar, and draw a sun shape, sun ray shape, and put it in the left top corner. Let's resize it by pressing Ctrl plus T and press OK. And let's change the blend mode to linear toss and reduce the opacity to 70 for this layer, this new shape layer. And let's press the T and write you and me. Select the move tool and bring this to the middle of the sun ray shape, and let's put a style on this text layer. Let's put the another style, this one. Okay, now let's bring the image from our image folder, convert it to the smart object, and let's bring this layer to the top of the shape 2 layer shape 1 layer and right mouse button click and select the create clipping mask, and let's select the Ctrl or Command T in order to transform this image, and let's resize and put this image in the center of the heart shape. Select OK. Let's bring the another image to our document, convert it to the smart object, and let's bring it to our document and put this layer in the top of the shape 1 layer, and right mouse button click and select the create clipping mask. Let's resize this image by pressing Ctrl or Command T from the keyboard. Let's put it in the center. While resizing this image, keep holding the Shift key so we will get the resize proportionally with the same ratio. And let's bring this lightening image layer, convert it to the smart object, and bring this lightening layer to our main document. Let's resize it by pressing Ctrl plus T and hold Shift and Alt key all together in order to have a ratio resize of this image layer, and bring this image layer to top of this our two heart layer, and let's press OK in order to accept it, and change this blending mode to screen, this layer 4, and let's bring this lightening to our left hand side. Now let's select the adjustment layer and bright and contrast. From there, let's increase the brightness of this layer, the lightening layer, and now we have some sort of lighting. Let's again select the adjustment layer gradient fill, and from there let's select the redial. Angle is 90, select scale is to 253, and OK, and let's change the blending mode to soft light, and the color of the gradient would be the red. So that's it for now, and we have an awesome Facebook cover, and we are going to make the another awesome Facebook cover. And thank you everybody for joining this lecture.